In this video, we are going to have a look at menus in Joomla. And we'll get into a bunch of the reasons why we're doing that. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Thanks for tuning in to Maintenance Monday number 100, not Maintenance Monday, Watch Me Work live stream number 117 here on the Basic Joomla Tutorials YouTube channel. I appreciate your support of this channel. It looks like things are live here. I had some problems going live. Every now and then the system switches, and anyways, I still have to figure it out. So you may have seen a few false starts happening on the channel this morning, but we are live. I see Bjorn there is in chat. If you are watching live, then please do say hi in chat, and we will get into things right away. Hello, Ivor. Ivor's in chat there. So cool. People are coming online, and it is good to see you all. All right. So why are we going to talk about menus today? So a good friend online and in our Slack group, Fuse Henry. Fuse is his first name. That's what he goes by. Anyways, we were taking a look at a site that he has that he works on for his work, and he wanted to add a secondary menu. Now he's using Asteroid template, and Asteroid didn't have a way to use the Asteroid system for a secondary menu. So we were looking at a way to do that, and actually the way that he already had was really cool, and I made a quick note and thought that I wanted to show that on the channel. So we will take a look at that now. But first of all, I thought maybe a good review and overview of menus in Joomla would be good for anyone that's fairly new to Joomla, or just finding Joomla, or just looking for some menu help, just to put some things into basic perspective. And that is this. All right, so I'm going to start out with a little visual aid here. We have a blank piece of paper here, and I'm going to write on the top here, menu. All right. So we're all pretty much used to menus when we go into restaurants. Remember back when we were allowed to go into restaurants? Bjorn has noticed my beard. I forgot to shave the right side. I will explain my beard in just a little bit when more people are on. But as you can see, I am sporting a monkey tail beard today. So, all right. So we go into a restaurant, and we pick it up, and we've got a menu. And so on the, so we've got, let's see, we've got toast. $1. All right. And so we go, and we're used to picking what we want. Now let's put something else on our ice cream here. Ice cream on our menu here. We'll put ice cream, and we're going to make it the same price as toast. All right. Hello, William. So we have basically here a menu. All the and this seems redundant and oversimple, but we can overcomplicate menus in Joomla because there's a menu component and the different things they do and the drop downs and how they appear. But at the core of what we want to do with menus is basically give people a list of things to choose from. Now, when we are in a restaurant, we take the list and we choose, and we say, hey, I would like some toast. And then we will say that to our server, and he or she will go and say to the kitchen, the guy with the monkey tail beard over in booth number 6 would like some toast. And what the chef will do is he'll go to the toaster, which is a component inside of the kitchen, and he will make toast. Now, if I select ice cream, the server's going to go and ask for ice cream, and that ice cream is going to be served up from a different component. And so likewise in Joomla, when we create menus, we're actually giving people options that they can choose from, and when they select them, of course they select them by clicking on them, that then makes a component do something inside Joomla and present them with the information that they're asking for. Now, we pretty much have seen, before turning on search engine friendly URLs in Joomla, that they're really super ugly, the URLs. index.php / component under /com underscore contacts or com underscore contact or content, and then a whole bunch of things. And so really, might be getting high from this marker. So really what we're doing, what menus do in a Joomla site are just giving people choices, and it activates components to display information on that. Now let me close this marker before I get super high on it. All right, so so then after that point, what happens is that once we have, we can create a list of menu items, but then we want them to look nice, and so then we will use there'll be components or there'll be modules that display a menu, and we will they will come with CSS applied to them, or else we'll have to apply CSS to them. Or you can get extensions that will manage your menus and will then present them in a certain way and make them behave in a certain way. So, all right, so that's enough of this. So let's just take a look at a few things here. We'll switch over channels. By the way, you notice there's no Watch Me Work live stream last week because I hurt my foot. I had a big flare up of my of arthritis that I get in my right foot, and it's still bothering me a bit. So that's why you can see I am sitting down. I'm sitting down. All right. So, all right, right computer screen capture. Okay, now this is just a basic Joomla install here, and you'll see that Alexandra Elise and I are playing around in here, working on a plugin, which is kind of cool, but that's what all these test articles are. But what we're going to do is go into the back end of this site, and let's just go to menus, and let's just go to the main menu. All right, so the main menu, home, profile, edit profile, isotope, and these other ones, it just shows up here in this module position in Protostar. And if we want to make a new menu item, of course, we go to new, and then we decide what it is that we want, what we're offering up. What are we putting on this menu for people? And so we could go in here, we could say, let's give them a news feed. Let's list all the news feed categories. I don't even know if I have that set up. And so it says, okay, top level category root, that's good. Here's our ugly URL. And anyways, we're just going to call this news feeds, okay? And then we will go save. All right, so now if we go back to the home page here and refresh this, we should have a link. There it is, news feeds. And I don't have any news feeds set up, but it is working. Okay, good. Now let's suppose, and here's the dilemma that Fuse had. Let's suppose that on certain pages you want to have another menu with different options available. And in his case, he wanted to have archive pages. Now, what you can do, and we'll do this right now, is you can create another menu inside of Joomla. So let's go here. We'll go close. All right, so we're in the menus here. There's menu items. We're going to click on menus. And we're going to go new. And I'm just going to call this sometimes. All right, the sometimes menu. And the system name of the menu. I always just put the same thing in here. Sometimes. And the description, this menu shows sometimes. All right. Okay, so, and that's all we need. So I'm going to go save and close. And what we'll see here now is that under menus, we have main menu, mobile menu, and the sometimes menu. And when we look, we see that main menu has 7 published items. Mobile menu has 4, and sometimes menu has no items because we haven't added anything. So let's just pretend on our site here that whenever whenever a certain category is shown, that that it will show, this menu will show only on those pages. All right, so to do that, I first of all need to do this. I spent more time shaving my beard this morning than I did getting ready for the stream. So let's create a new category, and we're just going to call it sometimes. Sometimes category, right? And we'll go save and close. And then I'm going to go to the articles, and let's just move a bunch of these test articles from categorized over to, we'll use the batch tool up here, and we're going to move them to the sometimes category. All right. Great. Now, on the front page, we're going to assign this menu to show up only for a certain category. And to do that, we're just going to create a menu link somewhere. In fact, watch, we will do this. Let's go to menus. And there's a bunch of different ways that we're going to create these secondary menus. And to do them doesn't necessarily have to be this involved. If you just have a little menu thing that you're going to do. So let's stick around. We're going somewhere. All right. So let's see here. What was I just going to do? Oh, I need to create a menu item. So menus, and I'm going to put it on the main menu for now. And we're going to call it sometimes blog. Just for now. And the type that we're going to do is articles, and we'll do a category blog. And the category we're going to select is the sometimes category. I'm just going to leave it default, but under link type, I'm going to say I don't want it displayed in the menu for now. We could display it in the menu now. Okay, yeah, let's do that. We'll go save. Now when we refresh, we have our sometimes blog link here, and when we click, we get 4 articles in that sometime blog. Great. Now, we have created a new menu here called Bjorn says create a module that displays the sometimes when it shows the category. Yes, that's what I'm just going to do. I've created this new sometimes menu here, but I want to create a module. And now look, over in the far right, you can go add a module for this for this menu. Or you could do this, extensions manage, and extensions manage modules will open up a new tab. Hello, Imran. How are you doing today? This morning, it's early for you. Yes, it's a new look. I'm going to explain it in a little while. So now so we will go new. We want to make a menu module. So we'll select menu, and then we're going to say which menu we want to use. So we could do the sometimes menu, and then we're going to do our assignments. Now, if we were to click add a module for this menu here, we'd end up in this screen and probably not have to use the drop down. So we will just call this sometimes this shows. All right, that's what we'll call it. We'll leave the title there. Now the position that we want is going to be whatever position this side is. And I think, let's just go here and see components, and we will go extensions and modules, open that in another tab. Login form, position 7. All right, so we're going to go position 7. 7. -7. Hello, Johan. Good to see you today. And now we will just go save. We've created that module, menu module. We've assigned it to sometimes to position 7. And now when we refresh, now when we refresh, let's just see here. Sometimes this shows, oh, I might not have selected Yeah, it shows. Sometimes it shows on all pages. All right, let's just see. It may not be showing up because I probably... Hello, Rudy. Thanks for tuning in today. It may be that I have not put any menu items on there yet. Oh, okay. We should probably do that. Now, so let's make our own sometimes menu. So let's suppose that we want to... Whoops. Let's go up to menu items. We'll go new. And let's say in that sometimes menu, in this case, Fuse was just linking to an archive to some articles. We'll go to the details here. We're going to link to just a single article. Articles, single article. We will select that single article, and let's just call this. We'll just select this one here, home. All right, but now even though it's called home, I'm just going to say let's pretend it's for 2020 contact archive. All right, just whatever you're going to put in here. We're just pretending. That's just a single archive. Contact archive. All right, so when we save that, now I think when we go over here, over here, I assign that to main menu. I want to put it to the sometimes menu. Right. Okay, so now if I refresh, maybe it'll show up. Yes, it does. Now I have this menu here, and of course I've been using the menu tool, the menu adding menu items. The last thing is I only want this to show when we are viewing the sometimes blog. So I go back to this sometimes this shows module, and I go to menu assignment and I say no, only on the pages selected. So I'm going to select none of these, but only on the sometimes blog. All right, save. So now when I go home, that sometimes menu does not show up, but when I go to sometimes blog, there it does show up. Now, so in the case that Fuse was showing me, he had current documents for a current year, but then there's also some archive documents that he wanted to provide a link to. And in Asteroid framework, which is what he uses, what I use, you couldn't have the top menu, and we're going to see this in a little bit. You couldn't have the top menu and then have another secondary menu that was being managed by Asteroid. So his dilemma was, well, how do you, what's the best way to have a secondary menu? Now you see with Protostar it's not an issue because forever you can just create modules and the module styling of the template will work on that. And in fact, you could do this in Asteroid, and we will see how to do that in just a second. But of course, this being a module, you can assign whatever CSS you want to it. Now, if you want a really more advanced or more complex menu on the side here, you would just maybe use another extension or do your own programming. That's not how I approach things. That will make an accordion or drop downs, and there's lots. There's a number of good menu extensions in Joomla that will let you do that. In this case, today we're not going to look at those, but we're going to look at some sneaky little ways to do that. Now, all right, so this is just showing you in the core in Joomla. So let's go to a site that I love to break, and we'll go cancel, and this is my basic Joomla tutorials channel. Now, why don't we make a menu in the side here, just the way that we were. So we're in the back end. We'll go to menus, and now I have I have a community builder menu. Let's see what's on here. Oh, there's a bunch of links there. So I'm not going to create any dummy links on this, but what I am going to do is I'm going to make a new module for this menu item. All right, so let's see here. Community builder. The same as a split menu. I'm not sure what you mean by split menu, Johan. Do you mean, yeah, a split menu? I'm not sure. Do you have an example of one that we could look at for that? So I can see what you're thinking about. Community builder, add a module for this menu. All right, so we're going to do that. Oh, I see. A split menu is where different levels of a single menu are displayed in 2 or more locations on a single web page. No, it's not. We're doing just different menus of here. But I think what you're saying is that you would click on something and a menu would appear somewhere else. You click on something else and that refreshes maybe. But no, it's not that. Thanks, Bjorn. All right, so we're going to add a module for this. We're going to, so community builder, and we'll just call this CB links. All right. And the position that we're going to put this in, I think, is right. We will see. And the assignments. Now here I'm using Regular Labs modules anywhere. So the assignments that I can just show it on certain things here. And so let's just include it on this menu item here. Oh, menu items. Oh, that's spinning. It's not loading yet. Maybe I have to save this first. All right, so let's save this. Something's spinning. Huh. I broke the interwebs. Let's close this. Let's try this again. Add a module for this menu. And we're going to go here. We're going to select the community builder. Let's just save. Oh, this is not working on this site. Womp womp. Oh, that's different. Let's go extensions, manage modules, and let's do a new module, a new menu. Select the menu. Okay, we'll go CB menu, and let's go right. Let's see if this is working. Oh, for some reason that other method did not work. All right. Right now this is showing on all, so if I go and review this, I think I'll end up with, yeah, there's our CB menu down the right hand side here. Now of course we only want to show on certain on a certain page, so let's just make it show on the Akiba backup tutorials link here. So we'll go into there, go assignments, we'll include in the menu items. Oh, that's what's not working there. Oh, it's this little doohickey here that's not working. I wonder if there's something I need to update for articles, for advanced, for, what is this? Modules Manager. Yes. There's a conflict with Asteroid and Advanced Module Manager. Okay. So down in the bottom right hand corner, which behind my picture, oh, and it's in the, okay, thanks for letting me know that. We'll switch to the Joomla Core Manager. And now we'll just only on pages select it, select none. And we will go to CB, we want it to be on the main menu for Akiba backup tutorials. And that's the only place that we want to see. Thanks, thanks for pointing that, Bjorn. The right of which template? So Imran, this is the Asteroid template that I'm using. All right, so we've saved that. So if we go home, the menu down at the bottom, CB menu, should disappear. It does not, only on the selected pages. Keep backup tutorials. All right, let's try this again here. Okay. All right. That is not working. Let's go here, giveaways. I wonder if this is a cache thing. No. Okay, well, only on the pages selected. Okay, so that is not working. No worries. Let me go on to show something else then. The next, because what I wanted to show was, and one of my big points for today, is that even though that we've very much been in this menu component, all right, com menus, as you'll see up here in the URL, what we need to do is that we might not necessarily even need to make a menu here. And let me just show you about that. So for instance, if I go to content articles and I just go new, okay, and we go new. So we'll go test menu display, test menu page. Watch what I can do here. I can go this menu, an article, another article. Let's give that a heading. And now all we need to do is select that and create a link to any old article. We'll go to content. Let's just go to here. Let's go to there. Insert that. And then we can create a link. And we'll go there. And we'll go to giveaways. Past giveaways. Do this one. Now, let me go over to publishing, and I'm just going to say robots, no index, no follow, so this doesn't go out onto the interwebs. When I save this and preview it, basically, in a very ugly way, I've created a menu. I haven't used the menu component in Joomla. I merely have created just a list for people to pick from, just like I did, showing you when I made the menu for our fake restaurant here. Toast, $1, ice cream, $1. I just made a list and people can pick from it. Now, here's a menu that people can just simply pick from, and they can go to where they want. They can click on another article and it will take them to it. Now, in the same way earlier that we were showing, back here on this in this demo site here, that sometimes this menu would show. Bye bye, Imran. Imran, I hope that you're feeling better soon. This sometimes showed here. You can create just your own menu using a custom CSS module. You don't need to do a whole menu if there's just a few links that you need to point to. I mean, you always can. You always can up here in menus and manage menus and then menu items and create a new little menu, and you can use the existing module, but maybe you don't necessarily want that. So here, look, for instance, let's take our test menu page here. I'm going to view the code. I'm going to select that code. All right, I'm going to close this. And then I'm going to go extensions, manage some modules. I'm going to go new. I'm going to go menu. No, I'm not going to do menu. I'm going to do custom CSS module. And let's just call this my simple menu. Now, I already have code copied from the other page. I'm going to go Control V. All right, now I don't need it to say menu because I already have that. So let's do this, and let's take out this extra space. And now I'm going to assign this to the position right. And we're going to go to assignments. So yeah, go to this, and we'll just for now we'll do this. And then when we go here and refresh, way down at the bottom, we're going to have my simple menu, an article, another article. So see, I've got my, in Asteroid here, I have this, my fancy menu up here. I don't have any drop downs here, but this is, oh, look at that, that has gone small. I should fix that. Let's just go home here. Yeah, that's probably from running an update. Anyways, Akiba backup tutorials. Anyways, here is my little simple menu down at the bottom. And in fact, if we wanted to, we could go to the advanced module manager. We can select the position, which is right. Okay. And we can sort by order. Remember, the top, this little arrow always points to where the top is. Here's my simple menu down at the bottom. I'm going to drag it up to here. I will clean the cache. And now when we go to a page here, Alexandra Elise, how are you? Bonjour, comment ça va? I will give you a call later on today. Then here, we've made just a simple menu. My simple menu. An article, another article. And as we saw in the previous, in the other example site, you can assign that menu just to certain pages. And so that was a really elegant solution for, that's an elegant solution just for having a secondary menu when your template system does not allow you to have the fanciness more than once. But here's the great thing, the cool thing that, that Fuse showed me. Let's go back to Components, Regular Labs, Extension Manager. And I'm going to install the Regular Labs extension here. There's free versions of all of these, even though I have the pro versions. There's free versions, and that is sliders. No, that's, I think maybe slide mimic on it, slides anywhere. No, tabs. No, I want something that when you click something that's an accordion. And I'm going to show you another way to do it. In fact, here, let me just show you a really cool way. Now, I know some of you do not like page builders. And so, but I'm going to show you something really cool about JD Page Builder. And I'm not going to use the page builder to build a page, but I am going to use it to build a module. And this is really cool. I forget that I can do this, but this is what Fuse did, and I thought it was really cool. So watch. I have installed in here I have JD Builder, the free version. All right. So if we go to extensions and modules, and I say I want to create a new module, I go down here to JD Builder module. All right. And simple fancy menu. All right, this is what I'm going to call this. And then what I can do is I can build a module the way that I want. So in the same way that you use the page builder for building all pages, I'm just going to build just a module to get it looking the way that I want. And this is really cool because I like page builders. I like JD Builder because it lets me have more control over design and things that I'm doing. If you're going to do something fancy other than what comes with your template, you're going to have to load an extension anyways in order to do that, unless you're a super coder and you do your own CSS and programming and do things. And that's great if you're able to do that. That's really nice. Probably faster too once you've got it done. But because this is, so JD Builder does Bootstrap 4, I'm just going to add a section. And so it always equals 12 across the grid. I'm just putting this module in the right-hand side. I just want it to go the full width of wherever I put this. So I select 12. And now I'm going to go plus. And look, these are all different modules that I can create. And the one that Fuse used was accordion. And so now we can add some different things here. Now here's the accordion items 1 and 2. In fact, we've already assigned it to the right position here. Sorry, I just clicked down here. So I'm just going to go save. This is probably going to go to the bottom. Oh, Johan says Gantry 5 has the same module feature. Cool. Yeah, it's really neat. You know, especially because if there's this, it's just a nice interface. You can have different modules that come with different extensions, or different. You know, you might say, oh, I want an accordion, and you load this system, and I want to show some icons, and then you have this tool. This is just something that really works well for me, and it makes sense for me. All right, so let's see here. Let's go and we'll refresh. Now there is accordion, and look, it's super. It's already showing the first one, and we obviously need some formatting here. So let's see, simple fancy menu. All right, so we'll just go in here, and it's a matter of playing around. We'll go in and edit this element. And so we click this accordion item. Now here's where we would put one of our links. So I'm just going to paste that. Oops. Control V. Paste that code. And the link that I wanted was just an article. And this one I'm going to go Control X. Okay, so an article. So this, we're just going to call this right in the title, archive article 1. Here. Let's just do this. 2020 archive. All right. We can even give it a nice article if we want. Okay, we're going to go down here. Now notice down here the setting is, do we want the first active to be open? We'll say no. Do we want collapsible? Yes. Now accordion 2, we will just call this 2019 archive instead. And we're going to go Control A and paste the second link there. Johan says makes it possible to use single page builder features, blocks, etc. Yes. Yeah. And so if there's a page builder, or maybe you're not even going to use it as a page builder, but use it as a module builder, you get a system that you like, that works for you, that's good. All right, so, and of course we can always easily add items, a third item. And let's see, let's call this 2018 archive. And we could actually say, sorry, no longer available. All right. So let's save that. Let's go back here and let's go refresh. So we'll clean our cache here. R. Okay, it doesn't seem to be updating here. And actually, you know what? I did this wrong. The option that we want it to do is this. We don't want an accordion for each and every item. We just want the menu to show up if someone clicks on it. So we can call this archives. All right, so then we delete these other two items here. And we'll go save. We'll save. Maybe I need to clean this cache here. Either that or my browser's doing something wonky here. Let's go Control-Shift-R. Okay, there we go. Now we have the, now it's appearing in a box, and that's something that we could figure out is going on here. But if I click on here, there's the archives, an article, another article. And by assigning this, if it were to work on a site, to only a certain section, if you have some documents, you've actually created a nice drop-down article that is there only when people see. Now, of course, we have the option back here of saying, oh, that should always be open. Okay, the first should always be active. And so, let's see here. We'll clean the cache. We'll refresh. That should be open. If I can get the cache thing to Obviously, something's going on, maybe with my browser. You get the idea, though. Now, we do have this option here. What are these options? Layout option. Oh, that's so. I did save it. Item saved. Okay, now it's staying open. Because if I click minus and go refresh, now it stays open. Thank you. Thank you, Bjorn. Bjorn and Johan telling me to save things. How about that? That's why you guys are here. That's one of the reasons you're here. Okay, so let's see here. Let's just take a look at some other settings that we have in that design item. Oh, border type. Here we go. Solid. We don't want any border. None. Item title. Look at this. An item title. Title colors. We can put a color in there. Of course, if you know the hex for what you're doing, you can put that in there. Okay. Border type, none. Do we want solid? Item content. So this is where you do all your formatting that you want. And of course, under advanced, you can always put your custom CSS. Now, the neat thing too is this. I think that we can have this accordion show up. They have a lot of conditional display. So for instance, oh, that's only available in the Pro, but I think that that's where I could tell it to only show up based on some certain menu things. So so where I was trying to use Advanced Module Manager, I would use the conditional display here using Joomla. So using JD Builder Pro. All right, so we took out that box. I go there, I save this, I clean the cache, I go here, I refresh, and there you go. Now I no longer have the box there. And we can always use Element Inspector. We go Inspect, and we will turn off mobile, and let's just go here. So it's kind of just jammed in there. There's some padding happening. And so we could see right here the padding. All right, padding left moves it over, and of course that's just where you get into the design of your page and moving things. And of course there's big space here, so that's probably what you'd want to do. But really, what I wanted to show is that in this case, instead of going to create a whole module, a whole new menu, or using another extension to make secondary menu, you can just make your own little menus and just pop them in where you want. Now the formatting here is not great, and look, I think it looks like I have a pretty skinny right hand column here for this, so I could change the layout on my site. But just the same, that's what I was thinking of looking at today. Let's see, full screen, right? Let's go chat on right. So, yeah, menus. Menus are they can be complicated, or they can be really simple, and you don't even necessarily need to use the Joomla menu component in order to create a menu on your site. Now, some of the things, and actually I should have shown this before, I want to mention that as well, is this. Let's go back to the right-hand computer screen. We pretty much have been going with just creating links to actual articles. But if you have something that links to a component, you can always, in your menu, just to get the address of it, you can go to menus, manage, add a new menu, and then after this I'll explain my beard to you guys, to you all. Sorry, that's not what I wanted. We can go to menu items. We can go new, and let's say you wanted to add to that to that accordion menu, you wanted to add a link to a contact and to the list all contact categories. All right, so right away, even just by opening this up, you could create a menu link and hide it, or you could actually just get this code here. All right, and we know that this is the link to contact view equals categories. You could then do this. We'll go cancel. We'll go back to extensions and modules. We'll go to the simple fancy menu, and then we will go back into the element, and we'll go to here, and then we're going to in archives. Down below here, we're going to hit enter, and we'll go contacts. All right. Now the cool thing is that when we select that, we'll go up here to make a link, and all we have to do is paste in that funny ugly code. I don't think we even need to put in the HTTP or anything like that. You just put that code in there. Now we'll save that. Save. And then we will, let's let that reboot there. Okay. We'll refresh. And now look, down the right hand side here we have contacts. And by clicking on that, it just shows that now I have no contacts on this site, so that's why nothing is showing. But by hunting and pecking in the menu, even just pretending to create a menu item, you get that code, you can put it in your menu. And then that way, you don't have to have a whole bunch of stuff that is... you don't have to have a whole bunch of stuff in your menus. Let's see, a whole bunch of menu items that are hidden, for instance, out of sight. These are all hidden. Menus or main menu. You know, some of these down. Oh, all of these are showing. But you don't have to create a lot of dummy menus so that you have something that you can click to. You can just use that raw code, and that will generate it. Yeah, Johan says, never use the full URL. It's Joomla, so relative links. Yeah, so you don't need to put in your full URL at the beginning. If you were linking to a search engine friendly URL, you probably wouldn't even need to do that. So for instance, if we go to Keep It Backup Tutorials, a full URL may open in a new window. Yeah, and I think when we create a link, I think you have to specify what the link should do when someone clicks on it. But up here, let's just try that. Here's the link, Keep It Backup Tutorials. All right. Let's go to our extensions and modules. And we go to Simple Fancy Menu. And let's go to Accordion. And we'll go here. And we'll click on Archives. And then down here, we'll call this Akiba. Okay, we'll do this. Whoops. Akiba. Wow, that's really got a lot of... let's just go back here and call that what it is, a paragraph. I think these others are divs, so let's just go and call them paragraphs as well. All right, home, backspace, there we go. Now I select that, I make a link, I paste in Akiba Backup Tutorials only. We'll save that, we'll save the page there, or the module. We'll clean the cache, we'll go back here, we'll refresh. Now here's our link Akiba, and if we click on it, it does. It just goes to that same page. Now, if we were to use the same, use a full URL, let's go into there, let's go here, archives, there's Akiba, let's click on the code view. Oh, that's not the code view. I don't want code view. I want this here. Unlink. I create a new link. I paste that in there. I go insert. Update. Save. Clean the cache. I will go home. The downside of this is, yeah, that it is static. Yeah, so if you ever, that's a good point. If you ever do change the page of the, if you ever do change the URL of a page, then it's not going to work. It would show up as a broken page. And then you could create a redirect, which you would want to do anyways if you're changing search engine friendly URLs. But here is the full URL here. I don't think it's going to open a new page. No, it would only open a new page if we told it to. And actually, right now in JD Builder, I do not think this tool here, when you click on the link, it gives you the option to unlink. You cannot, I don't think you can specify it to open a new link. You would have to go into the code here and then put in a relative open new link, or whatever the code is for opening a new link. It's here. This is how I could find it easily. Just do this. Blah, 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 sorry. Blah 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 blah. Select all this text here. We'll create a link. Whatever. I'm just going to create a link to some content, something here, to news, to this, and then down here we've got the target. Okay, target's what I was looking for. Target, new window, insert. When we view the code, what you want to add to the end of that link is target equals blank. So let's see, this is why I don't remember it, because I just keep on doing this. Insert a menu in the JD Builder. Interesting. Is there a menu for that? Huh. Let's just see here. Anyways, first of all, what you would do is you would find your link, href to the basic Joomla tutorials. Then you would do this, hit a space, paste in your target equals blank, save, clean cache, refresh, and now when we hit Akiba, it will open a new tab. So that's just the way around that. I know there's an update for JD Builder coming out with a bunch of things, and so they're always adding new features and catching up to things that that they're ahead in things, and then some things like being able to adjust the how much whether the link opens in a new page or not is stuff that they're working on. Johan, while I'm thinking of it, Johan, you said that you sent me something about a new evaluator for Joomla sites, and I have not been able to find it yet, and I'm way behind my email. It's a huge mess. So if you could email that to me again, or send it to me on Facebook, maybe that's where you sent it, but that I do want to check into that, and I haven't forgotten. Bjorn says insert a menu in the JD Builder. Yeah, let's see. I did not even think of that. So let's trash our, let's not do that. Let's add a new row. Is there a menu? Menu. M-E-N. No. Let's spell it properly. M-E-N-U. No. But let me just check on this. Okay, cybersalt.org. Note.com /administrator. There might be in the pro version. Let's just see. Extensions manage. Extensions, modules. New JD Builder module. And we will add a section, which is section 12 plus. Now here are the more things that we have here. So let me just search menu. No menu there. There are other things here though. More things in the pro, like a video, social link slider, number counter, progress bar, all kinds of things here. So Facebook page. That's interesting. Haven't seen that before. Anyways, yeah, so that's just again chatter right. So again, the it doesn't have to be super complicated. One of the things that a few said yesterday was that, because I talked about other extensions that will manage menus as well that you can use, and he said that he likes to use things that are core or not add an extension or a plugin for everything that he wants to do, and he already has JD Builder, so that works out well. And really, his site too is very utilitarian. I think it's for Ventura County. I think it's the health, not health board, but it's medical information and resources. And so those would be things that people are looking for, and so the page builder works really well for him. All right, so why the monkey tail beard? Why the monkey tail beard? Okay, so long story short, well, it is a long story anyways. Last year when the pandemic was just getting going, so probably in April, probably in April, very close to the end of March, I decided that I would grow out my beard because I had the goatee beforehand. And I thought, I'm just going to grow my beard out, and then when I am vaccinated, when this is all over, I will go back to the goatee, because I do like the goatee. And then, so things progressed along, and so that was fine. And, this whole journey that we've all been on through the pandemic. And then then along came the vaccines pretty fast. And I thought, oh, cool, I'm going to be able to shave my beard off. And, the whole thing about shaving a beard or changing your sideburns or dyeing your hair or doing something different that's temporary is, I describe it like this. It's like layers on a cake. You finish a layer, you put it down, you put some icing on it, and then you start putting the next layer on. And so for me, the icing sometimes is just changing my beard or something. It's just a psychological, mental thing, right? It can, there's so many things we can do like that. Maybe just rearranging furniture in a room, or changing our desk up, or, so William knows where I'm going on this. So anyway, hopefully you do, Billy. So anyways, you just mix things up, and just to freshen things, especially we've just been such an oppressive, heavy forever time that we just can't escape, right? It's not like, okay, well, that was a bad week, but hopefully this week will be better. It's just been going on and on. So then when they said that they were and they're doing this in Canada, they're extending the period of time between the first and the second doses of the vaccine to 14 to 16 weeks, and 12 to 16, anyways, 3 or 4 months. And they've done this. They say they've done the studies and say that that's okay. So then I thought, oh man, I'm gonna get the first shot, and then I'm gonna have to wait like 4 more months to shave my beard off. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I will wait until I'm vaccinated, and then I will shave it off. Now, as that time was coming, as we were waiting to find out if I was going to, when we get vaccinated, get our first shots, and as many of you know, my best friend from childhood passed away back in March, and that was really, really, really hard time. It's still not, still not a good time, of course, but after his funeral, I think like a week after his funeral, 2 weeks, I realized that loss had really touched me and changed me, as losses do for all of us. And I thought, you know what? I just want to hit the reset button. And so what I'm going to do, I would shave my beard off now, just as a reset, just to say, okay, that's that layer of cake. Here's some icing. Let's just go on and do something different. But I had the whole vaccine thing, so I thought, okay, I'll wait till I get vaccinated. And of course, now I got AstraZeneca, but all of the vaccines, they say it's 2 to 3 weeks before your body begins to mount a sufficient immune response in order to fight off the virus, or if you get corona, that it's not as bad and you're not hospitalized or not killed. And then of course I still need the booster shot. So I thought, okay, I when I get my vaccination, I will wait 3 weeks, and then I'm going to shave my beard off. And so, of course, that was 3 weeks ago today that I got the vaccination. Now, in the sometime before that, though, I saw a post on Facebook that said, something like society has officially crumbled. The monkey tail beard is now a thing. So what I saw it, and they looked so ridiculous. I thought, you know what? When I shave off my beard, and it's going to be on a Wednesday, so I'll be on a live stream. Actually, but I'm going to Chamber of Commerce Zoom meeting later on today. I think it's today. Anyway, so I'm going to leave that on. Unless it's tomorrow, which I'm not. But anyways, I thought I'm going to just do my live stream with a monkey tail beard. And so that is what I have done. Ivor says you just went from 6 to 12 weeks for the second dose. Yes. Yeah, that's what, the strategy is to get as many people to have their first dose so that they're vaccinated, and then give people a second doses. And I trust them. I trust the science that they've been doing the researching into that, looking at the immune response based on the number of weeks, and that it can be extended. Also, another test that I'm excited to see the results of is they've been mixing and matching, seeing if your first shot is Pfizer, can you get AstraZeneca second, or does that help with fighting things off? So who knows? I may end up getting a second shot of something different. With respect to my monkey tail beard, that is why I did that today. Also, my best friend who passed away, my childhood friend who passed away, he always kept the rules. He always kept the rules to the letter, and I always thought the rules were sort of just guidelines. Now, and I'm not talking about bad things, right? So it's like that's all, But for instance, when we were kids, he just was always very cautious and did things well and properly. And then I was always kind of more stylish or more panache. And even when he was out here with his family, the last time they would be out a couple of years ago, the gravel pit next to us, we went to go for a walk, and to get into it, we crawled through a hole in the fence. Well, that was super hard for him. I mean, so at that time I would have been 53. He would have been 54. But anyway, so his role was always keeping the rules, and mine was always sort of pushing the edge. It was always fun to push him. So so with all the boyhood and childhood memories that flooded back following his passing, I realized that I really do like to live my life that way, and I sometimes get away. That happens when we get into our 50s or 40s, or we get so overwhelmed with running businesses or transitions in life or pandemics. We kind of forget who we are in our core true nature, and then I see the chat will look there, guys. But anyway, core natures, and so I like doing crazy zany stuff, and I've always I don't mind I don't mind entertaining. So I thought, you know what, that monkey tail beard is just the thing that old long time ago Tim would have done. Would have been something goofy. I probably would never have gotten my friend to do anything like that. I don't know if he could grow a beard anyways. But anyways, that is the long story behind my monkey tail beard. Now, let me just get back to the chat here. Ivor says, you're just finishing a new site. Let's check that out. William says he's finally able to grow a beard, at least your second job, and now that you've been trying to figure out what looks best for you. Yeah, well, and that's the thing. We can just play around with it, right? I've often been tempted to try just the bug, just to have the soul patch or whatever, just a little bit there. Obviously, I'm going to have to. I think I can save my mustache. I can't see when I turn this way. Yeah, I'm going to be able to save my mustache. Although, to get the full round look, I did take off some of the top, so... maybe I'll trim it down and just, I don't know. I may play around with it for a little bit. Oh, my wife just came home and she's seeing it for the first time. We're just talking about the monkey tail beard and how you want me to get it. No. She's just happy I did it myself because I've been telling her I was going to get her to trim it. Yeah, just try different stuff. I ended up with a goatee for a lot of years because, so Susan was out here. So we lived in Ontario. The province of Ontario, lived in Toronto. My wife came out to the West Coast to visit her family, took the kids with her. I was going to join them 2 weeks later, so I thought, just for fun, when they pick me up at the airport, I'll do something goofy with my face. So I grew a goatee. Never had a goatee before, didn't really even think that they were anything. But as I was growing the goatee, people started complimenting me, saying, hey, that looks really good on you. And instead of getting teased, these are people normally teasing me, but they said that they liked it, so I thought, hey, if they like it, I'm going to keep it. But I'll at least keep it until I get out to Ontario. I got out to BC. Susan liked it. People liked it. So I just pretty much stuck with the goatee ever since then. So just have fun. Yeah, I look happy with it, I guess. So, well, we'll see. I cannot see that this would be something I would keep on for a long time. But we'll see. All right, here's the site that Ivor is doing. Let's see. Catherine Erickson, racehorse trainer. Nice. Hey, that looks really good. It has a nice red to it. I'm just going to trust you don't have any spelling mistakes. Oh, great happy horse picture about Catherine. Oh, this is good. All right. Very nicely laid out. Excellent. Wow. Oh, man. Look at all these pages. City code. Are these different horses? Oh, nice. That looks really good. Looking good. Great job, Ivor. All right. I've lost my... Oh, hold on for a sec. I didn't even change. You know what? I clicked on something. There we go. Let's just show it here. Sorry I didn't have that on, but Ivor, this looks really good. I like it. Pictures right there. About Catherine. Nice bio there. She's been on the magazine. Cool. Own a horse. Okay. 50 shares. Cost to get a horse. Very nice. Looks good. All right. So, I think that will take care of it for today. So, Joomla-wise, you don't necessarily need to create a menu to have a menu. A menu is just a list of links create them. If you want to make something fancy, you don't necessarily have to install an extension to make it fancy. You can always just make a list and use one of your favorite tools for making modules to make it. You can assign your module to it so that if you want a menu to only show up in certain pages, just assign it to certain pages. And of course, as we saw today, now there's a conflict with modules anywhere and asteroid. So that's something just to be aware of. Yes, and be kind to your brain. Do something, mix something up. If you feel like you're stuck in a rut, or you just need a change, or you're entering into a new period of growth and excitement, or you just ended something that was really difficult or hard, shave your beard like a monkey tail, or I was going to say shave one eyebrow off. I only have one eyebrow, so that would be like right across. Otherwise, yeah, do something, mix something up. Life is there's enough serious stuff in life and enough things that we're dealing with to not mix it up and just do something and give ourselves a break. And you know what? Sometimes, I might have a bit of an advantage because I've always been a bit of a loner. But also, I'm 55 now, right? So really, if someone's going to super laugh at me and dismiss me because I shave my beard so it looks like I have a monkey tail on it, then, really, what do I care anymore? That's a good place to get to in life. Of course, we have to be wise. So would I wear that? Would I do that today if I was meeting the Queen? No. Would I do that? No. So anyways, you know what I'm saying. Everybody, thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for, I missed live streaming last week. I did not have Maintenance Monday or Watch and Work live stream last week. But anyways, back this week, and that is good. I appreciate you being there, and hope that you are all doing well wherever you are, be it morning, afternoon, evening, or tomorrow. Take care of yourselves, and until the next time, enjoy your Joomla sites. God bless.